Hey, it's Andrew here, Fitment Television, back with another vehicle spotlight for you guys. This is for you Beamer fans. We got a 2014 BMW 328D. It's sitting on 19-inch wheels. It's a square setup. They're XXRs. Let's check this thing out. All right, let's scope out his wheel setup. So this vehicle, this is Parker. You've probably seen him in some of our Fitment videos. He is one of our photographer, videographer, graphic designer, a little bit of everything. He just scooped this car up about a month and a half ago. Beautiful looking BMW. It's the nice gloss white paint, and he decided he wanted to go for kind of a stealthy look. So we went with the XXR 559 wheel, and then this is a square setup. It's a 19-inch by 8.5 wide, and we're looking at a 40 offset. So if we look at a profile shot of this 40 is still going to allow for a little bit of concave in here. Really good looking wheel. This 559 is a new wheel that XXR came out with for this year, and I've seen a couple other companies kind of replicate this wheel, so I think this is kind of the new style, if you will. Really looking, good looking wheel. A little bit of a step lip here. The spikes kind of have a lot of depth to them. Really sharp looking setup. And in fact, he kind of chose this wheel because it almost kind of simulates some of the M series and higher end BMW wheels that you'll see on some of these Beamers. So tire he's got it linked up with, it's a 235/35/19, and it's the Ohtsu FP8000. So this whole entire setup you can scoop off the Fitment Inc. website. So if you like the wheel or you like the tire, definitely check it out. Now this series tire, the FP8000, it's a high performance summer tire, and they have one drop down that's the FP7000. That one is more of an all season. So he wanted to go with a higher performance tire. Parker does a lot of rallies and a lot of driving and cruising around and stuff like that. So he wanted a little bit nicer tire. But as far as price point on these things, they're just like the Nan Kings. You can't beat them. Kind of more of a kind of entry level price point on them, or an off-brand tire. But they're awesome. Really good reviews on these things. So let's get in here and take a look at the actual fitment test, whether it's flush, poke, or if it's kind of recessed in. So I'm going to call this just shy of sitting flush. So he's pretty darn spot on. And he also had to do a 3mm spacer. So on top of this 8.5 wide, he did a 3mm spacer. And the reason he did that is because the way this wheel was set up with the hubs on this Beamer had a little bit of wobble. So it was able to seat on that spacer, and that hub actually locked it in a little bit tighter. So he went ahead and did the 3mm spacers, which he probably needed because it kicked him out just a tad to kind of sit that thing nice and flush. Really good looking setup on it. Of course you can see the wheel gap here, and it's just OEM suspension in case you guys were wondering. So if you were to pick up a BMW like this, 2014 right out of the gates, this is basically how your fitment's going to look if you're riding a 19 by 8.5. So if we check out the rear here, it's going to be the same. Front and back are the same exact size at 40 offset again, 8.5 wide. And same thing, just a little shy from sitting flush, just kind of poked in just a tad there. Overall dope looking setup. This is the flat graphite. So this wheel you can get in 3 different colors. They do a bronze, the flat graphite, and then also a black. So a couple different colors to choose from if you guys are digging this wheel. Let's check out the rest of the car. Like I said, he's only had it for about a month and a half, so he's obviously still in the process of doing a couple more mods and stuff. He went ahead and did the 20% window tint, get everything blacked out, ties in nicely with these wheels, links up really good. Exhaust, he went ahead and did a muffler delete, nothing too crazy. It still sounds pretty OEM. He didn't want anything that was too droney. He tossed the hitch on it. He's got a Wave Runner. Maybe we'll toss in some clips of him ripping around the Wave Runner. And an X-Drive. So this thing is the all-wheel drive model, so hence the square setup on this one. And then this car, with it being a diesel, he told us he's getting about 50 miles per gallon. So we figured you might as well do it in style, do it in a Beamer and not in a Prius. Let me spin around to the other side here. Let's check out the interior. So he's got the everything package, cold weather package, luxury package. So many packages, I can't even remember all the things. Heated leather seats front and back, sport mode, eco mode, Bluetooth, backup cam, navigation. Nice two-tone with the saddle brown and the black. Nice pretty looking Beamer interior. Motor is stock for now. Maybe we'll force him into getting an intake on it, spruce up his horsepower. But for now, that is going to wrap it up for this vehicle. So once again, 2014 BMW 328D. So if you guys are looking for this wheel setup, or you want to learn more on this vehicle, definitely check out our Fitment Gallery at fitmentinc.com/gallery. You can search BMW and then also search other 3 Series cars to see what kind of fitment you're going for. So if you're looking for a little more kind of standard fitment, you want to sit flush, 8.5 wides are where you guys are going to want to be with it. If you're looking for anything wider, maybe do like a 9 wide. So thanks for tuning in. Catch us next week. I'm Andrew. Peace.